Hey church, I hope you're doing well. I'm Kelly Carlson, and today our great verse is Leviticus 19:18. It says, "Do not seek revenge. Do not hold a grudge against anyone among your people. Love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." Well, we know the second part is the second greatest commandment behind loving God above all things. But what I want to focus on in this verse is the context of the chapter it's in. So Leviticus 19 is focusing on the holiness of the Israelites. God is giving commands and saying, this is how you live holy. And it's talking about the land, the people, the parents, the stranger, the neighbor. Holiness encapsulates every part of our existence and how we interact with everything. And this specific verse, verse 18, talks about not seeking revenge and not holding a grudge, because those two things cause division. But loving your neighbor brings unity. And so many people can discuss purity versus holiness. And the way I would describe purity is it creates an outsider-insider. It creates a division. Even if it's intended to be good to keep ourselves pure, we cut ourselves off from people. And that's what seeking revenge and holding a grudge does. It cuts us off from people. And God is saying, I want you to be with people. Do everything in your power, inspired by the Holy Spirit, to be in union with. And that's where holiness comes in. If this is a chapter on holiness, loving our neighbor as ourselves is living into holiness. Jesus embodied this by breaking boundaries, breaking purity laws to be in union with. We don't want to separate from people based on our pains, our judgments, our own fears, our own purity laws, but we want to be in union with one another and care for the needs of our neighbors. A lot of our local partners do this. All of our partners do this, but in particular, San Diego Rescue Mission, we have a shower ministry that we get to serve at, and it's bringing value and dignity to the homeless, to the unshelters. And we say, hey, you deserve a shower. You deserve new clothing because you are God's child. I know it doesn't solve homelessness, but it's the first step in engaging in caring for them in that process. It is a process. Then we have local refugee care ministry where we welcome the stranger. Refugees and asylum seekers are both legal ways to come into our country that we care for those people. We want them to know that they are God's children and we will care for them. And then strong families, where we come alongside families in crisis and we say, hey, we're going to help out by giving you time and space to figure out the crisis in your life so your child is safe and you guys can come back together and prevent foster care. So these are 3 tangible ways that you can get involved in loving your neighbor. But if those are too much and you're like, I'm overwhelmed, Kelly, well, just start by thinking about the needs of others in your life. How can you love your neighbor as yourself? We care for ourselves by washing ourselves, clothing ourselves, sheltering ourselves, buying the best things for ourselves. And how can we do that for others? How can we put the needs and the needs of others above ourselves? I pray that you would be encouraged today to, 1, think about the needs of others in your life. And secondly, go watch Nate Alcorn's sermon. It's so good, and it talks more about this in depth. Much love, church.